Hi, Liz here with Liz's Crafts. How are my crafty friends today? Um, we are going to make a beaded Easter garland. And the first thing we did, or I did, was take this carrot, a little wooden carrot. It comes 8 in a package from the Dollar Tree, and I painted it with apple barrel, jack-o'-lantern orange, and then apple barrel parakeet green. And I got these at Walmart for 50 cents each, the paints. So it's just acrylic paint. And now we also have this bunny. We're going to leave him plain. Again, came from Dollar Tree, 8 in a package. We are going to be using Magnolia Design Co. Products today. I will put the links in my description of this video. And we are using the stencils that come in the package called Encouraging Words. Now, I've used these over and over and over. Very economical. So you have, you got this, think happy thoughts, great job, don't wish for it, work for it, live a life filled with love, actually I can, dream big, you are enough, and the 4 that we're going to be using today are pray more, stress less, and who doesn't need to do that? Find your passion, that's a good one. Keep life simple, wonderful words to live by. And then keep trying. So don't give up, keep trying. And for our bunny, we're going to use the Pray More, Worry Less on the front. So we're going to go ahead with our stenciling first because we want these to dry before we start our decorating. And I'm going to be using Magnolia Green chalk paste. Again, I will put a link in a description for the chalk paste and the Encouraging Words stencils. And I'm just using a squeegee. It's just a piece of one that I cut apart. They're easier to manage if you cut them, if you're using smaller stencils. So I'm just pushing my chalk paste onto my stencil and into the design. And you want your chalk paste to be about the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. So if it gets harder, all you have to do is put some distilled water in it and stir it up real good and just keep at it until it becomes the consistency that you need. So look at that, isn't that nice? And if you think you can't do this, guess what? You're wrong. You can definitely do this. I used to try those old stencils with the, you know, the hard plastic ones, and I wasn't any good at it. But these stencils, these are so easy. Anybody can do it. Anybody. I mean, look at this. And that's just, you know, putting the stencil on and spreading the chalk paste on it. Okay, so we're going to let that dry a little bit, and we're going to go over to our carrot. We're going to do the Keep Life Simple. And I want to make sure my whole stencil is on the carrot. I don't want any of it to be off. So as long as you see the orange through there, then you're good. So again, I'm just going to get some chalk paste on my squeegee. And it doesn't take a lot either. I mean, this chalk paste goes a long way. And as long as you take care of your stencils, these are reusable. They are adhesive, so they stay on your project. They don't slip around. And as long as you clean them as soon as you're done with them, then and put them back, let them dry, put them back on the backing, you can use them over and over and over. We have used this stencil many, many, many times. And look at that. Keep life simple. Isn't that nice? So I'm putting my stencils face down in water, and that's just to keep the chalk paste from drying in my stencil. Normally what you would do is you would take it directly to the sink, and you would use a sponge and just use running water and wipe it right off. And then they have a cleaning towel for the stencils that you could put them inside. Let me show you. And if you don't have one of these, you might want to get one, because I really like them, especially if you're doing something that you're using your stencil over and over in your project. This drying part is essential. So once you wash your stencil, you just put it in here, fold this over. I just rub it down a little bit, put it back on the backing, and then use it again. Or don't put it on the backing and put it on your project and use it again. Wonderful. So what I want to do is make sure these are dry before I move on. And since I am taping this and I want to continue on, I'm going to use my heat gun to dry this. It doesn't take much. That one was real thin line, so it was probably already dry, really. This one here is thicker, so it'll take a little bit longer to dry. So as soon as so that's done, and now I'm going to flip these over and do the other side. So this one here is Find Your Passion. Put that on the other side of my bunny. And again, I'm just pushing it, the product, into the screen portion, which is your design of your stencil. And then you want to get the excess off. Isn't that pretty? I'm loving this. So again, I'm going to put this face down in my water, and I'm going to push it down into the water because I want the water to get into the design. Okay, now I want to do the back side of my carrot. This one's going to be Keep Trying. And just because we fail at something, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't do it. It just means that the way you did it didn't work. So keep trying. These are some good words to live by. And if you're just starting out and you don't know what to do as far as making a project, Magnolia has kits, DIY kits, and it has everything in it that you need. We as creators cannot even purchase these kits. These are only for customers. So it has the boards or the backing or whatever that is used for the project. It has the ink or the paste that is needed. It has the stencil. It has a squeegee. It has everything you need to do the project. So if you don't know if this is something that you want to do, but you want to try it out, I would suggest getting one of their DIY kits. And they are they're discounted so that it's just for customers. Us as creators cannot even purchase them. So just keep that in mind if you don't know if this is something that you really want to do or not. And you can just go to the links that I put out there, and you can go to other products that they have and just look at everything. And, you know, just type in DIY, do a search. Or actually on the left-hand side, once you get into Magnolia, there is, you know, where it lists stencils and inks and everything like that. At the very bottom, it says DIY kits. So you might want to check that out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dry this with my heat gun, and then we'll continue on. Okay, so I'm going to get some of this stuff out of the way. And now we're going to go ahead and decorate our bunny and our carrot. Now you can leave them as is, just like this, and do it. But I wanted to go a little bit further and do a little bit more to mine. So I want to give my bunny a tail, a nose, and an eye. So this is a tail from, if you saw the previous videos with the bunnies from Dollar Tree, and I had cut off some of the tails. So this is just one of the tails from that, and I'm going to glue that on this Pray More Worry Less side of my bunny, because I want that to be my front. So I'm just putting glue all over his tail right here, and then I'm going to put this right on top of that. Try to get the extra glue off. Guess I got a little bit crazy with it. So we got his tail on, and then I'm going to give him an eye. Now this eye is just a button, and I cut the back portion of it off so that it would fit better on the board on my bunny here. And then I have this little itty bitty pink button that's going to be his nose. I'm just going to put a drop of glue right there on that little point for his nose. Put my button on there. And then I want to give him some whiskers. So I just have this black marker, and I'm going to give him 3 whiskers. So here's our little bunny, and he's all ready to get on this Easter garland. Almost forgot what it was. Easter garland. So our bunny's ready, and now we want to get our carrot ready. So what I did with the carrot was I took the felt. I took a piece of felt just like this, and you can get it Hobby Lobby. You can get it at Walmart. I think you can get some at the Dollar Tree. So I just cut a strip all the way across the width of this, and I did it at about 1.5 inches. And then once I have my strip, I just cut little slits. I cut slits in it, but left this part here intact. And I'm just going to wrap that around the top of my carrot. So I want to get the Keep Life Simple, and I'm going to start this on the back side, which is Keep Trying. And I'm just going to put a strip of glue at the bottom here, halfway across, and then I'm going to add my felt to that. And then I'm going to do a strip all the way across the front side of the carrot. And then I'm going to wrap my felt all the way across it. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the other side, going across. And then I also want glue on top of the felt that I've already glued on there. So I'm just going to take it, put it on there, press it down, and then we're just going to keep going until we get all the felt glued down. So you're just putting glue on the previous piece of felt that you've already glued down. Okay, now on this last piece, you need to see where it goes. You don't want to over glue because that doesn't look real nice. And this goes all the way across, actually. So it just gives a little dimension to your carrot. This is the front of our carrot. And this is the back of our carrot. Keep trying. Keep life simple. That's the front. So we still have our holes here, right here, and right here in the bunny's ear. And that's how we're going to attach our garland to these. We'll have the bunny at one end and we'll have the carrot at the other end. So what I have is just some jute here. I had gotten it at Hobby Lobby after Christmas a couple years ago when it was probably 75% off or something like that. You can get the jute at the Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, or Walmart. So then I have these beads here. The orange beads I got from Hobby Lobby in a package. The smaller beads I got as a garland from Walmart in the Christmas section. So that's already gone. And it was cheaper to get the garland beads than just to purchase the beads individually, you know, as a package in Walmart. So, I know, I felt like I got a deal. So I just put a little bit of hot glue on the end of my jute, and then I twisted it in my finger, and that just gives it a little point. It makes it a little bit stiffer, and then I can start putting my beads on my jute. So I have my beads, bead pattern here. I have 5 small unfinished beads and then 1 larger orange bead. And so that's what I'm going to do the whole time. I'm starting out with the 5 small beads, and then I'm adding the orange bead. Of course, one had to fall off, so hopefully he's nearby. Oh, 2. 2, and I found this one, so I guess 2 did fall off. Okay. Okay, so 5 beads, 5 small beads, and then an orange bead. And I just have this tray here. I used to do jewelry, so it's really good if you're doing patterns for your beading, and it just keeps everything right there on there, and all you have to do is pick them up and start placing them on your jute. So if you like what you see here, please feel free to do this on Facebook and or YouTube. My YouTube channel is just Liz Yonke, and that's Lizyonkey. My Facebook is Liz's Crafts, and if you like what you see here, please follow and like my page. Make sure you turn on your notifications to get notified when I put new videos out there. I'm not able to do lives because my internet is too slow, and it just makes the video content horrible. You miss probably every other word, so this is how I'm doing them. And hopefully that's all right with everybody. And if you would like to be a part of Liz's Craft Friends, it's a group that I put out there just for you all. where you can share your pictures of your crafts. And I would love to see you take an inspirational, like if you decide to do an Easter garland. Of course, you're not going to do it exactly the way I do. I mean, you could, but you're probably going to put your own spin on it, use your own colors and that kind of thing. So I would love to see you, when you do something like this, just take a picture of it and put it out there on Liz's Craft Friends. It is a closed group, but I will approve you for membership as long as you answer yes to the 2 questions that I have out there. And if you would like to be a creator for Magnolia, then you can sign up. You can go to the link that I have out there that I'll put in the description, which is lizyonke.magnoliadesignco.com. And if you order the starter kit, then you can become a creator. And when you do that, then you can get your products for 35% off. Now, doesn't everybody want a deal? And the only thing is you would have to pay $10.99 a month for your website. And that's for you to order anything or for anyone to order from you. And I would love for you to become a creator under me. I would appreciate that. I don't have anybody doing that yet under me, but if someone would like to do that, then, you know, of course, I would be thrilled. And if you do just decide to order products, that's fine too. If you would, please use my links, and that way I do get a little percentage because I am a creator, and that just helps me buy more products so that I can put my videos out there for you all to see. Okay, so we're almost done putting the beads on here. I have the last few beads here, and then we're going to put our bunny and our carrot on the opposite ends, and then we'll see how cute this is. Now, what I'm going to do is probably put this in a dough bowl, because people are always asking, what do you do with your garlands and all? Well, I like making the beaded garlands, but yeah, it's true. What do you do with them when you're done? Well, you can put them in a tier tray. You can put them in a dough bowl. You could make a centerpiece on your table and then kind of drape your beaded garland around it. So those are just a couple ideas of what you can do with it. I mean, I'm by no means an expert, but you can also, I would say, probably look it up on Pinterest, and you can probably find some ideas for it there too. So I just tied a knot, put the jute through the hole in his ear, tied a knot, and that's going to be one end of my garland here, my beaded Easter garland. And then on the other end, I'm going to put my carrot on there. So I'm going to cut off enough so that I'll be able to tie a knot in it. So I'm just going to thread it through. I'm going to get it as close to the beads as I can, and then I'm going to tie a knot. Now there might be a little bit of slack there, but I mean, that's okay. You're not going to be able to get it. You're probably not going to be able to get it right up on there. You might be able to, but you might not. And that's okay. It doesn't matter. Just as long as you get it on there. Okay, and then I'm just going to trim up my jute. I'm going to put my carrot top back on there. Isn't that cute? So we have our bunny here with his eye and his nose. and pray more, worry less. And then define your passion on the back side. Then we have our carrot, keep life simple, and then keep trying here. So I will probably put this in my dough bowl. So I've made a few items for my dough bowl, and they are in other videos. And I'll just show you right now what they are. So I have a video on how to do this right here. We have a carrot. We have a sheep's head. We have this type of bunny. We have this egg. Then we have another carrot, this polka dots. And then we have this bunny here. And I also have these bunny bags. So I have 4 of these, and they have stenciling on the back. So all of this is going to go in my dough bowl. And I think that's probably all I'll need for my dough bowl. So I will probably put all these in my dough bowl. Right now I still have my Valentine stuff in there. And I will probably take a picture of it and put it on Liz's Crafts and Liz's Craft page. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you liked it. And if you're, of course, you're going to be watching this on a replay. I mean, it's not live. So, you know, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put that in the comments section, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. But in the meantime, I'll be working on more videos and put those out there for you. But until then, keep crafting, my crafty friends. Bye.